Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about these art challenges because as someone who does the art challenges online, I'm getting kind of burnt out from I try my best to do the prompts or whatever. I try to push myself or whatever. And it just seems like when doing these drawing challenges, if you're going to ignore people who are doing the art challenges, especially if they're the ones that are constantly doing it and the other people that you're promoting or pushing are barely doing it and they have more people following and them than the person that is focused on, then what's the point? If you're not going to share the small people, or if you're going to constantly ignore artists, because I've seen some drawing challenges where I've seen artists put time and effort into it, including myself, and we're constantly getting ignored by the pages that are asking people to participate. And I don't want to hear that, oh, people are overwhelmed or whatever and all that kind of nonsense. No, because when something is tagged, when you're tagged in something, you can see it. Don't want to even hear that goddamn excuse. But what I've noticed is y'all keep these drawing challenges always want to keep promoting these popular artists all the time, most of the time, or because somebody said something you don't like or don't agree with, so therefore you ignore them, you ignore the artwork. Because I know for a fact that I probably that doing some of the art challenges or whatever, some of the people that I've done the art challenges for or whatever, I guess I've said something or post something online or whatever, and then all of a sudden blocked, ignored, all that kind of stuff. And it's usually because of something I said that they don't agree with. And I'm tired of these artists in general putting their political politics or feelings into art. You know what I'm saying? Just because I have a different opinion than you doesn't mean that that's a guaranteed of like, okay, well, since he doesn't agree with my politics, therefore we're going to ignore him or shadow ban his work or whatever, because that's hurtful for other artists who are trying. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad because some artists say something that you don't like, or are conservative on their page, or blase, or if they don't care for the LGBT community or Black Lives Matter or whatever. It is supposed to be about art at the end of the day. Am I right or am I right? Because I just need to know, because I've done several drawing challenges. I'll tell you the drawing challenges that I've done. I've done the Spider-Man um mashup. So the Spider-Man mashup is like you take Spider-Man and you combine him with DC characters. I've done that. I have done 2 years of amalgamations of DC and Marvel characters put together. I have done 2 years of DC characters where whatever character it is, draw that. I have done 2 years of the X-Men characters, drawn those as well. I'm working on Mermaid now. I have done Inktober several times over, and I just noticed that every time I'm doing these challenges, barely get pushed, barely get posted. The people who are hosting it ignores or whatever, ignores me or whatever, and it's just like I'm one of the constant ones that that's constantly doing it. Then after the challenge is over, then all of a sudden I'm blocked by some of them. Some of the people who hosted the thing or are the lead or leading in charge of the prompt stuff. All of a sudden I'm blocked, and then you just have to wonder like, oh my god, how petty are we? Because honestly, if you ask me, artists, shut the fuck up with your politics. Stop posting everything political about your feelings. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not even talking about geek nerd shit. Y'all be talking about shit that I'm a I'm an artist, an amateur artist, and I'm a geek. I love anime, I love manga, I love comics. That's what y'all should be posting on your thing. If it ain't got nothing to do with that kind of stuff, when I rant or post anything about stuff, it's about, the geek culture, the culture zeitgeist. Not, oh, President Trump did this, or what the conservatives did this, or the leftists did this. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Post about your art. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to be posting. Stop posting all of that nonsense. Who cares about this building gets signed or whatever? Who cares? If you want to do that on a personal page. But when you got a page about your art, let that be focused on art and stop putting your feelings into it. Because a lot of these drawing challenges are being ruined by people's feelings. Oh, this one don't agree with my politics, so I'm going to ignore this person. Or this person said something that to this person, or this person has something on their page that I don't like, so I'm not going to promote or whatever and stuff like that. So then you defeat the purpose of people participating, because if more people get to win that a lot of y'all are putting y'all personal feelings into this shit, then what's the point of doing the drawing challenges? I've seen so many people do drawing challenges, and then a lot of people don't do them because a lot of y'all getting y'all feelings about stuff. Or then I'll see an artist that they've done all 30 days or whatever, don't get no likes from the prompt people, don't get no push from them. But then what, you want somebody to do it next year? And then if y'all are promoting, y'all constantly promoting the same damn popular artists who already got 3K people. Or, for they when they post, they get 2,000 people liking their stuff automatically. You hear what I'm saying? So what is the point of doing these art challenges if you're going to put your feelings, especially your political feelings, into it? You get what I'm saying? That's not how judging works. That's not how we should be communicating, especially as the art community. When a lot of y'all are already complaining about AI art, okay, great, but all you're doing is going to get people to be pushed towards it when you do shit like this. Because I've you guys know that I work a 12-hour shift. I work a 12-hour shift all the damn time. And you know 12 hours 5 days out the week, and then two days off, right? So even then, when I'm at work and stuff like that, or on my way to work, I do try to pull out my tablet. I try to, sketch some concepts or whatever, and then I try to, get some of the stuff done, and I try to draw some of the stuff ahead of time so I can already have things ready to post for the next day. Because a lot of people are like, man, Dre, how do you do it? Simple. Well, it's not simple. What I do is, on my off day, when I do get some sit down time or whatever, I usually try to sit down and I try to concept a few sketches or whatever and see if I like it or not or whatever. If I don't like it, we'll figure out something, right? Sketch that, right? Then whatever I have mostly finished sketched out, then I'll ink it. Right. The next day we'll do the color and we'll do coloring and detail stuff. Right. And then so forth and so forth. So it looks like I'm already ahead of the game. I mean, it looks like I'm constantly posting art. Well, that's because I have a system. If you have a few art pieces in production already, then bam, you can get it out or whatever. And honestly, with the drawing thing, I worked so hard on it and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I don't have a passion for a little bit of the art or whatever and stuff like that. But then sometimes I feel like it's going through the motion, because I really feel like, what's the point of really trying to put this time and effort into these original pieces just for it to get ignored? Like, at this point, I'd rather just like trace some nonsense right quick and post it. What's the worst it's gonna do? You get what I'm saying? Or ask AI to create something for me and then just draw over that and then post it. Because why not? What's the point of me putting all this time and effort into the work just for it to keep constantly getting ignored or whatever because somebody's got into their damn feelings. It's already bad enough. Social media itself is already blacklisting. You get what I mean? Already make sure that you're not able to be promoted unless you buy your way or whatever and stuff like that. And now when we're doing these drawing challenges, to constantly see people ignore it. And then don't get me wrong, I mean, that's great, when I make a comment on somebody's stuff or whatever, thank you or whatever and something like that. Okay, great. Can you also go on my page? Like stop going on my page and not liking nothing. I don't I don't need a DM telling me. Yeah, how about like the stuff? Just like I took time off to put a heart and write something down. You can do the same thing. I don't care how popular you are or whatever. It just don't make no sense nowadays. Like this shit is getting stupid. You want people to support, but then don't want to support the person after they done liked your stuff. Like even then when people like a lot of my work, I try to thank them or whatever. And back in the day I used to also push artists a lot. But then when I realized that wasn't really getting reciprocated, then I stopped. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, what am I doing? I'm over here putting all this time and effort into trying to promote, and then nobody else wants to do it, or because somebody get mad because I said something that they don't like or whatever, and then I guess that goes around or whatever and stuff like that. Then of course, you get the usual, your artwork isn't all that great and stuff like that anyway. Okay, great. Yeah, it wasn't great. It was good when it was free, but when we talk about money or if I have an opinion, then all of a sudden my artwork becomes terrible, right? Make it make sense. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just think it's funny. It's just a little topic of discussion. Have any of you guys ever seen that or dealt with any of that kind of stuff? Just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.